Well, we all need a little support to look and feel our best, especially underneath that new dress that clings in all the right spots. But your shapewear shouldn't turn you into a shape shifter. That's why Susie Taft founded Skanties, an anti-shapewear undergarment line, and she joins us now to tell us about it. So Susie, thanks for being here. As I entered my 30s, and I wear dresses all the time to work, I started to realize, oh, I really need to start wearing the right undergarments. And I have very powerful thighs, so I need some protection down there. And we all know shapewear, you know, we all know the big lines, we all know Spanx, we all know Skims, but those are definitely a certain type of, there's a goal with that. So what are Skanties? How are you disrupting the shapewear industry?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to speak to you about this. I'm so passionate about women feeling confident in their bodies, exactly like you're talking. You're in your third, yeah, I also come from the thick thigh, try saying that, family. So that's why I created these. So they are super comfortable, and I have an engineering background. So I've used that to structurally engineer the waistband so it can it's called displaced pressure. So so it can give you a smooth line under ribbed, fitted, tight things without being tight. So we know, like the other traditional shapewear, what goes in must go out somewhere.
Yeah.
So then, and like, I don't know if you have, but I know so many people that have ended up just throwing the shapewear in the bin halfway through the night because it's so uncomfortable.
It's very constrictive.
And we've got a lot of like organs and intestines and all sorts of things down there that it's actually medical research has proven it's dangerous to have tight compression for long periods. So these give you a smooth line with just super thin, no tight, they're super thin like this. So they're like a second skin.
So it feels, I can feel the elasticity. It definitely has give, but it also doesn't feel so loose, because I've also have those too that are nice, and but there is no, it doesn't shape you at all, and they feel just a little bit loose. But this feels like there is some compression.
Yes, and you're actually holding our thickest pair, and then this is our thinnest pair.
Oh, so
we have some.
Oh, I can see through
those.
So
this one you could wear these on a super hot day, and you can walk. I recently went to Coachella actually, and I walked 79 kilometers. I wore a boot in my leather boots, a hole in the sole of my leather boot, and no chafe, not one bit of anything.
Yeah,
and 79 kilometers, and not hot at all.
What I notice is that, okay, there is there's a time and a place to wear shapewear. If you're going to go to an event and you're going to be there for a couple hours, great. If you're going to come to work and you're going to wear that dress all day long, it just gets so uncomfortable. And I constantly find myself pulling them higher and higher and higher because it's so uncomfortable. So you wore these all day long.
Yes. Yeah. You can sleep in. People sleep in them. They're that comfortable. That's
When did you realize that there needed to be a better solution, and what was the process to make these?
Well, I suppose it was that age-old, the age-old, I couldn't find what I needed, so I made it. So I actually was wearing them for about 8 years myself before I even realized there was, like, other people needed it. Because I suppose chafing is not really a commonly talked about subject. I think it's become...
For other people, I'm talking about it all the time. I complain about it all the time.
I know. Well, even when I invented these, which I did just for myself, I wore them, about 8 years I wore before I even made them into a business. I told my friend, and she goes, what do you mean thigh chafe? And I was like, what do you mean you don't know what thigh chafe is?
Are you one of these rare animals that your legs don't touch?
I know. So I'm very lucky for you. So I explained it. She went, oh, well, yeah, that sounds pretty bad.
Yeah. You know what I also noticed, and a lot of people don't talk about this, the gusset in here.
I know, isn't that a word?
Actually made for a human being. Like, I don't know what aliens are wearing underwear out there, but it's actually wide enough that it feels like it would hold me in.
Yes, and that's all breathable. So that part there, that was a super important feature, that all of this is cotton. So it's really a cotton underwear mashup with the thin fabric on the outside. So because know, if you had cotton all over, it would cling on the back because cotton likes cotton.
So what's the main part of this?
So this is a nylon spandex.
Okay.
Which they actually made as a silk substitute in the war, is how nylon.
It very silky.
Nylon originated. So the nylon is free from any of the PFAs or any of the chemical treatments that sometimes can be on some of the athletic wear that's toxic for our skin. So there's none of that. And then for the actual lady area is fully breathable, which I think Adele was recently online saying that was a problem in some of the traditional shapewear.
And it's large enough to be like
actually breathe.
Actually be there. So what's your hope? What's your hope for Skanties and for people that have not become a Skanties customer yet?
Okay, so my actual hope is to launch an anti-shapewear movement. So that's why we're calling them Skanties anti-shapewear. My hope is for women to and especially for the young ones coming up, I have 2 daughters that are sort of 7th grade, 9th grade, and I just want them to hear the conversations that your bodies are actually beautiful as they are. You don't need to squish it in. I think there was a recommendation post-COVID to wear 2 pairs of a well-known shapewear brand, and I just think it's such a damaging message. So whether you need this product or not, I want our Skanties platforms to be a voice for normalizing normal bodies and normalizing just beautiful. Everyone's beautiful.
Yeah, I think it is important because when I don't know, when I was in my 20s, I didn't. You can weigh exactly the same throughout your entire life, but your body just, as you get older, will hold on to weight in different spots. Your body will change, even if your weight doesn't fluctuate all that much. And so I just didn't really know that this was like a solution for my problem. And I just think it's so great. And it just feels, even if you don't need it, I like to wear it because I'm constantly moving or I'm crouching down and I want to wear skirts, but I also want to feel like I'm sort of tucked in and
so these are like athletic wear underwear.
Yes,
like you're on your go. You can go anywhere.
And that's the trend now, is all the athletic dresses and feeling like you can move and you're not going to spill out. Where can we find Skanties? How can we get a pair ourselves?
So we're online only at the moment. Skanties.co, Skanties. So that's where we are. Or find us on Instagram, Facebook. There's a couple of things on TikTok, but
okay, perfect. Well, they feel so nice. I can't wait to get a pair on myself. And look how cute they are. They're just they're just adorable. And I only have black and tan, so now I get to add to my collection. Well, thank you so much for being here. We will have all the information on how you can get your own pair of Skanties anti-shapewear. We'll put it on our website as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been delightful.
Up next, we've got your entertainment update. The play coming to Fresno's Second Space Theater. How you can watch this Shakespeare comedy with a twist. Stick with us.